Hello, and you're watching our new program from Korea Racing Authority called Korea Cup Journey. Here before you, my name is Joe, and next to me is Korean racing expert Alison Middleton. Hello.
Hello, Joe. Well, this program is designed to lead up to, over and beyond the International Korea Cup and Korea Sprint, which this year will be held at Seoul Racecourse on Sunday, September the 7th.
That's right. Everything is related to this international race in the middle of this year, which is going to happen in September. And this week is a fantastic week to actually begin our program because we can actually review one of our biggest race, which is going to be the pre-race to our international race, and then also preview one of the race where we have a surprising visitor.
Well, that's right. We're midway through the Sprint and the Stayer series. Those series are lead-ups to the big international races in September. This coming weekend, we've got the YTN Cup, which is the second leg of the Stayer series. And yes, it has international interest in its own right this year with the participation of a Japan-trained horse. But last week, we had the second leg of the Sprint series.
Right, it was just tremendous race here at Seoul Racecourse where Vincero Caballo wins, and we did not expect that. So let's go on and have a look at the race first. It's the SBS Sports Sprint.
Well, Vincero Caballo was a bit of a revelation when he ran 6th in the Korea Sprint last year, but he has since firmly established himself as the top domestic sprinter. He followed up his dominant win in the Busan Ilbo last month with an equally crushing performance in last week's SBS Sports Sprint. He actually almost started too well, but his jockey Joe J. Rowe, he was able to pull him back to his preferred midfield position. They got closer on the turn, and he was just too good in the home straight.
Well, did you actually see the last turn? Like, they were really fiercely fighting for their own position, and I did not think that Vincero Caballo was actually able to break through that.
Yeah, after that fast start and having gone back, he was able to make up that ground very, very quickly on the inside. It was very impressive how quickly he got up on pace with the leaders and how he just left them. He won by 2 lengths from Black Musk. A really, really good performance, and he can hopefully go on to complete the clean sweep next month.
Right, and Black Musk, what is the prize quantity there?
Well, a proven group winner who occasionally has these really good days. He trialled up very, very nicely last month. He looked really, really good in his trial. He brought that race form. Lovely ride by Kozi Asano as well to just get up within 2 lengths of the winner. Never really looked like beating him, but yeah, fine performance nonetheless.
Right. We're just interested to see how they're going to develop on and on throughout the year. And now let's talk about our next race. To be fair, this was not in our annual plan, but we seem to have a grand visitor this weekend here at Seoul Racecourse.
Indeed, Yumeno Honoo, a local legend in Kochi, which is on the NAR, not the JRA circuit in Japan. He's won 18 of his 23 starts at that track, and he travels for the first time, not just in overseas, but for the first time away from Kochi. Now the Kochi form actually does stand up quite well. There's been horses like Garbo Mambo who've gone on to run other, perhaps more well-known Japanese tracks, and they have had some success. Yumeno Honoo has actually beaten Garbo Mambo as well.
Right.
So certainly the form could stack up when he comes to Seoul.
Right. Yumeno Honoo, the racehorse name means the spark of the dream. Well, is he gonna be the spark of the Japanese dream here at Seoul Racecourse? Well, we definitely think so. So let's go on and have a look at the interview first, where he settles down here at Seoul Racecourse.
とても落ち着いていていい状態だと思います。韓国のレース本番に向けて準備しているので、よかったら楽しみにしてください。頑張れ。頑張れ。
Well, I went to the stable. That was me myself to go on and have the visit there while he was settling down at Seoul Racecourse this week. And he just seems like a super racehorse, to be honest.
Yeah, obviously his record speaks for itself. The Kochi sand is very deep. You've got to be a very tough horse to be successful there. It is a tighter circuit than at Seoul, so I think everything will depend on how he adapts to the new conditions. If he does adapt, he's a big, big player in this race.
Okay, so before we're too late, let's go on and have a look at the whole field where we might actually find the rival of Yumeno Honoo.
Well, he has 14 rivals in the race. 9 of them come out of the Herald Business Cup. That was the first leg of the Stayer Series over the same 2,000 meters on March 16th.
Right. Who's going to be the possible top contender here in this competition? I'm just really jealous that Yumeno Hono has actually drawn gate number 3. I think that would be a very ideal position, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, we usually say that gate 3 is one of the more desired positions if you ask connections what gate they would choose. But there are some very good horses in this race. Success Begpower, of course, won the Herald Business. He won 2 legs of the Triple Crown last year as well. He is a serious racehorse. Speed Young got very close to him. Speed Young's drawn the outside gate, but nevertheless, I think he can overcome that. Also, we have Miracle Marine. Now, Miracle Marine led the Herald Business before he faded to 5th. He draws beautifully as well on the inside to lead again. I'm actually expecting a much bigger run from Miracle Marine this time.
Well, Yumeno Hono, he's a tactically versatile horse, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, he doesn't need to lead his races. The jockey also has experience of Seoul. He rode Light Warrior to 4th in the Korea Cup last year. I think that is going to be key. He'll know how this track works, and he'll certainly have a game plan for Yumeno Hono.
Right. Yumeno Hono is a big quality here in this competition. But nevertheless, we have an unknown quantity who's going to be joining us here after his journey from Dubai. It's Global Hit.
They're racing. Away they go in the Al Maktoum Classic, followed by Majestic Pride, Al Yabri second to last, and out to the end, out by a length and a half on Crown Estate in second. Third up on the outside was Guns and Glory, followed by Karib, who works up deeper. The only ride for the night for the Korean jockey, and she's got it under a stranglehold. Imperial Emperor comes up to the outside to challenge, but has worked to get there. But we'll see you on Dubai World Cup night. Imperial Emperor by 8 lengths. Global Hit second over, a brave run to rally again. Artorius third, followed by Karib, Go Soldier Go, First Constitution.
Yeah, I haven't heard Global Hits called an unknown quantity before. But yes, he comes in having returned
a well-known quantity.
A well-known quantity, where he was an excellent third in the Al Maktoum Classic. We said he's not usually a leader. He did lead that race before just fading, just tying up in the closing stages, ultimately finishing third. He won this race last year. He was a brilliant third in the Korea Cup. He beat Light Warrior, of course, who very similar to Yumeno Hono is an NAR star. He won the President's Cup. He won the Grand Prix Stakes. He's a super horse. The big question is, he's been going a long time. Is he going to be at his peak condition his first race back from Dubai?
Right. The right adjective that I was going for is unexposed quantity. He hasn't run here in Seoul Racecourse for a while, and that's going to be a trip back from Dubai. So that's something that we do not know about, how he's going to adjust after his long journey back from Dubai. So this is the field that we've just looked through, and what's your verdict for the last and foremost?
Well, my heart says Global Hits. It always does. I do think from the wide draw it's going to be hard for him. I hope Yumeno Hono runs a big race as well. I think Success Begpower won't run a big race. I'm going to take a chance on Miracle Marine, though. I think he's drawn well to lead. I think Franco will know exactly what to do on him this time. It's quite possible he could go all the way. We could have a new name in the Stayer ranks.
Okay, Miracle Marine, that's a surprise name. Well, I would be rooting for on behalf of Korean racing. It's got to be Global Hit, to be fair. And then also, I would be backing Speed Young. Speed Young would be a racehorse who might actually have the possibility here in this competition, and I'd like to look forward to what he does. And remember, Yumeno Hono, it's going to be a first time up here at Seoul Racecourse, which is going to be a very different challenge that he has to face. But Kochi Racecourse tends to have slower time than Seoul Racecourse. So according to that statistic, he might actually run the fastest time out of all these competitors. So we'll keep that in mind and have a look at this race.
Okay, that wraps up our look ahead to the YTN Cup. We'll be back next time with a review of the Korean Derby, plus a look at the final leg of the Sprint Series. That will be the Seoul Racehorse Owners Association Chairman's Sprint, which again may have some international interest.
Ooh, let's be tuned in and stay tuned with us for more, and we'll be back next time here at Korea Cup Journey. See you next time. Goodbye.